this play is the reason why some overreacting Cavs fans want him traded. You see that nobody else touches this ball as Mitchell fires away from way downtown and misses. This is equally as bad as Donovan doesn't involve anyone on his team, goes right at Wiggins, who's a terrific defender, and throws up a perfectly contested one-hander. Nothing happened on this possession. Now, Cleveland fans take situations like these and compare them to what happened in the last 4 games that he missed due to injury, where the ball just flew all over the court. Let me show you how Cleveland plays with and without Mitchell and what's the good and the bad in his game. With Donovan handling the ball, a lot of times it becomes screening to get him a switch and a favorable matchup, and from there it's standing around and watching him do his thing. Right here, the play is designed strictly so that he gets Curry on him, a matchup that they want to exploit. So none of his teammates will make a play here. Everyone is looking up top, and Mitchell shakes and bakes for the 3, so good possession? Let's move on. Right here again, we got Donovan with the ball, nobody else touches it or does anything here. He gets Curry again on him, raises up and knocks down another 3. Hey, the guy is averaging 29 points on 48.5% from the field and 39% from downtown. That's a monster season. Cleveland fans, what are you complaining about? Well, I guess at least some of them are complaining because the team was 5-6 before he got injured. And even if you're close to 50% from the field as he is, that means that for every shot like this that goes in, there's one like this that doesn't. And the team doesn't get involved, doesn't field the ball, doesn't have a nice rhythm. They just stand around and watch him. Not having Mitchell for these last few games meant that every other guy had a bigger responsibility to contribute, but also way more freedom to move and just to play. On this play, we got literally everyone moving, engaging, and spreading out the defense, and the Cavs go for one of the craziest plays you'll see, which is a big-to-big pick and roll, and there's no stopping this. In crunch time against Philly, there's no hero shots here. Instead, we got a high pick for Garland and a great reaction by Allen on the short roll as he sees Embiid rotating and finds Mobley for another big man connection. Whatever the frequency of plays like this is, the Cavs need to increase it, like literally go all out on Allen and Mobley connections. And here's the type of shot that Cleveland would get with Mitchell at the end of a close game. This is basically 1-on-5 here with the rest of the Cavs watching. The very next play is the same thing, isolation for Spida. This time he makes it, so that's 1 make and 1 miss, 50%, but nobody else touched the ball. So you see my point? One thing that Donovan definitely doesn't do is play off the ball. Follow Garland here as he's going to curl inside and right back out to set a back screen for Niang, who is almost surprised at how wide open he is. And right here, instead of trying to take Harris off the dribble, look at what Darius does. A little bump on the handoff like a quasi screen that completely opens up Strus outside. Now the defense is overreacting to that and Strus just bounces it to Allen for the easy finish. When you watch the offense without Mitchell, there seems to be more spontaneity, more free-flowing movement, back screening for other guys, or random cuts to the basket. Just simple, intuitive plays off the ball. That's the key here, off the ball. Cleveland fans are mostly complaining because everything with Donovan comes with him having full control of the basketball. Otherwise, you gotta be crazy to think that having an efficient 30-point per game scorer on your team is a bad thing. Plus, he's been the scariest transition weapon in the league this season. Check out the numbers here provided by NBA University, a great follow on Twitter by the way. Number 1 in points, meaning that there is high volume of transition opportunities, but also in the 99th percentile in efficiency, both effective field goal percentage and points per possession. This is like the perfect combination. And if you want easy points, this is a nice way to get them. Also, he's a great shot maker and you always need a guy like that. Cleveland fans were loud after the first 3 wins without him, but then Miami caught the Cavs on a back-to-back game and used the opportunity to absolutely destroy them. So I'm sure a guy like Mitchell would have been nice to have for that game. There's no way that this team has a higher ceiling without him, but I get the idea that he does need to improve in some aspects, primarily off the ball, and focus more on the team overall and how all the other players would perform with him on the court. This sounds simple on paper, but if you think about it, we've been saying the same thing about guys like Westbrook or Harden. If they could play better off the ball, if they could set some screens, if this, if that, but they never did it in their entire careers, so I don't know how and if Donovan will adjust. I do want to show you one adjustment, however, that the Cavs made and turned out great for them. With Mitchell being out, that meant way more playing time for the rookie Craig Porter. Before this stretch, Porter only appeared in 6 games with 8.5 minutes per contest. Now in these 4 games, he's getting 26 minutes per game and he looks nice on the court. Everyone remembers the monster finish chest to chest against Joel Embiid in the clutch.
Porter, the rookie, drives, hangs, oh! Oh! Craig Porter scores on Embiid!
But Porter is way more steady and methodical and less about the flash. Watch him fake his opponent on the screen by spinning back, something that I rarely see in pick and roll situations, and then the phenomenal vision to skip this pass in traffic for a wide open look. Watch the patience here, going slow and steady on the pick and roll, getting exactly where he wants, creating a 2-on-1 and then the lob and the jam. On this drive, I love the fact that he didn't force up a shot but instead spun back into a wide open look for him. Again, I never see guys doing this. Once they go full speed to the rim, it's gotta be a shot or a pass. Porter displays patience that is uncharacteristic for a rookie. Speaking of uncharacteristic, look at where Mobley is as he cuts along the baseline and where Craig Porter is in traffic right here. Plus, you got Embiid in the middle. It's not just the vision, but the audacity to throw this pass way over there over the entire defense and find Mobley for the finish is ridiculous. And the numbers have been phenomenal in these 4 games of consistent playing time. 15.5 points and 6 assists per game on 57.5% from the field. I love what I'm seeing from him.
I thought Kirk's been really, really good just overall for us. He's not typically a guy who turns the ball over, knows his game, how to get to his spots, just does a bunch of different things. He rebounds, he blocks shots. So, Craig's going to be a good player in this league. We're pleased to have him.
But getting back to my original topic of the video, Craig Porter is not Donovan Mitchell, and the Cavs need him back to be the best they can be. But for the highest possible ceiling, Spida also has to contribute. Not with more points, rebounds, or other counting stats, but with movement, screening, playing more team basketball. And that also means utilizing his teammates, the big men specifically, Mobley and Allen. We all remember the situation with Rudy Gobert in Utah where Donovan didn't trust him, so he wouldn't pass even if Rudy had a favorable matchup right under the basket. He may not do it as egregious as back then, but I feel like Mitchell could trust his guys way more. He's got a talented front court that could help him a lot. That is, if he chooses to let him do that. That's it for now. Subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.